What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday over here. Bitcoin, as we speak, currently at about 26.3K. Had a pretty volatile day today with Bitcoin, the crypto markets, as well as the stock markets, but still kind of ending up in the green right now. Let's take a look into what could be happening with Bitcoin very quick, since this is my second post of the day, before taking a look into Kusama, KSM token, and see what has been going on in this market, especially since the last time I have covered this coin. Going to be taking a look into some upside and downside price targets for this coin, as well as some key price levels for this coin to be breaking in order to go either direction. Some key price levels for this coin to break in order to go either direction, okay? I'm going to be giving you guys my personal sentiment and opinions on this market, on this overall crypto market as a whole later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I can very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor nor an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets, and I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, if you guys feel pumped, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts here. All right, so we do have Kusama here, currently at about $18.95. Okay, what is special about where this price action is at right now? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that based on what we covered last time, we did have a falling wedge. I think that's more validly seen on the 3-day time frame. So I can see 3 wicks touching as close as possible. Okay. Even though, let's see here, yeah, it's pretty hard. It's a pretty long falling wedge on this 3-day time frame. But I like to see 3 wicks touching on any involved time frame here that's reasonable. Okay. And we do. So we have a falling wedge here. I talked about this last time. Falling wedges typically break to the upside. Typically, okay. Measure target for this falling wedge, which is basically taken by measuring the opening of the pattern and then putting it on top of either a hypothetical breakout point or an actual breakout point. Okay. Since this price action does look like it's breaching this upward trend line here very slightly here, okay? It looks like it is breaking out, okay? But just very slightly here. I'm going to put this measurement on top of this spot right here, okay? That should give us a measure target of just right about $38. Measure target. Now, measure targets are estimates only. Okay, it could be over, under, and this is the weekly time frame. So if it was to get there, it could take some time. Okay, it could likely take some time, right? So these trading concepts I'm talking about here, falling wedges, measure targets. Please go ahead and verify them on your own on Google. I'm sure you're going to get quite a bit of resources to read up on what I'm talking about here, okay? Because it is most important that you guys can go ahead and learn this for yourself and verify whatever I'm saying for yourself, right? It is public knowledge. It is free, right? If you guys want to be here for the long run trading, you guys do need to learn technical analysis, in my opinion. Now let's take a look into the daily time frame and see if we can get any clues on what could be going on here. Okay. On this daily time frame here, we see that the price action has tried to break out of this pattern. Very close to the upward trend line here, right? But popped back on top of it, right? And now it's back on top of the daily 21 SMA, which is at about $18.80 area. Okay, the blue line here. Let's take a look into some key price levels. This price action does need to break in order to go to the upside. All right, let me also take a look into a smaller time frame here, and see if we can get any other clues on what the price action is doing. Okay, so this price action has tried to break out, right? Went as far up as about almost $20 before getting rejected pretty hard. About a 10% rejection, okay? And then this looks like to me a rounded bottom. It could be forming a cup and handle pattern, right? The neckline here would be about $20. Okay, this is not a fully formed cup and handle pattern here. It's not a fully formed. I'm just saying what it looks like, okay? You got your rounded bottom, which is like the cup of the pattern. And then you do have to come up here to retest this $20 area in order to get that that cup at least, right? And then you could see a small handle there, like a retest of the $20 area again. So do your Google searches on what a cup and handle looks like, so you guys know what I'm talking about, right? This is not a fully formed one, but I'm just saying what it looks like. So, quite a bit of bullish signals here, right? It looks like it has broken out on a smaller time frame here. It's, it looks like it's forming a cup and handle pattern, which is usually bullish, okay? Not absolutely. It could still break down, okay? Nothing is certain in this market. Let's take a look into some key price levels. This price action does need to break in order to get to the upside. Let's start from the daily time frame here. So daily 50 SMA, the gray line here, it's about $20. Okay, area. Daily 200 SMA, the orange line here, is going to be about, I'm just going to say $26 even area. Okay. The 3-day 21 SMA, it's about $20 area. 3-day 50 SMA, about $23 area, the gray line. 3-day 200 SMA, way out there, $54. Probably not even something to be worrying about for now. I mean, just take a look into the weekly. All right, weekly time frame here, weekly 21 SMA, about $23 area, the blue line. Weekly 50 SMA, $28 area. Do we have a monthly moving average here? Monthly 21 is way out there at about almost $60. Not too much to even worry about then. It's gonna, hopefully you guys have taken profits by then. So what was I gonna say? Those are gonna be your key noticeable resistances going upwards, right? Of course, there's gonna be other resistances you can also look into. But those are going to be your noticeable ones. And for time's sake, I'm not going to look into past trading history here to see more resistances, but we can do some of that for the downside here, okay? So the downside immediately, you're going to have your daily 21 SMA currently at about $18.80 area, right? Or even in that $19 area, right? And then I think we are already at all-time lows or close to all-time lows. No, correction. We are not. The next key level, if the price action breaks below the daily 21 SMA, right, would be, let's see right here, would be coming from this candle right here. That's your $18 area, right? And then you're going to be coming down to the next one I really see here before the candles get really small. Well, that says about $10 area. Okay. So 19 or $18 area. The next one I really see here is $10 area. Okay, that's pretty far down. I'm sure there's gonna be some bounces along the way, but that's the next key support I am seeing here based on past trading history. Okay. Let me just make sure, even on the weekly time frame, because the candles are going to be pretty hard to see. Of course, you guys can go through this exercise on your own as well, and just go into more detail. But yeah, $18 area. You're going to have some wicks here at about 16.5. Past resistance here about $14. So you're going to see more details if you guys dig into a smaller time frame, right? Looking into the weekly time frame rather than just looking at the monthly. So yeah, you guys can do this on your own. That's basically what I'm seeing here. On the potential downside, you always got to consider the downside as well. Just got to be realistic. Let's take a look into Bitcoin here just very quickly. This is my second post today, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but Bitcoin has been able to stay away from this double top pattern on this weekly time frame. Neckline about 24.7K, right? Weekly 50 SMA, the gray line here is catching up to the price action, which is good news. If you guys trade, you guys probably know what I'm talking about and why that is. Or even invest, right? Let's take a look into a lower time frame here of the 4-hour time frame, right? Price action broke below this head and shoulders pattern, neckline about 26.4K area. Before forming a falling wedge pattern, right? Which looks like the price action has broken out of. It has been quite a bit of volatility today, right? So I think it's going to be very important to be keeping an eye out on this, because I think both of these patterns here are still very active. And there is going to be, we are still left to wait here to see which of these patterns actually play out completely. But I think, in my opinion here, it's still both very active. This head and shoulders pattern broke down, but broke back up above the pattern, but now down again. Basically almost the same thing with this falling wedge pattern. So I think this is very important to be paying attention to right now. And I don't think it's going to take long for us to get a resolution here on this short-term situation. Now, that's basically what I'm seeing. I am overall long on this market. I have long positions open on quite a bit of altcoins. If you guys want to see more of Kusama, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. I'll bring you guys an update on this coin if enough of you guys want to see it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you guys later.